Howdy, Possum Patty here. It's May 17th and I'm nature journaling. And we have some nimbostratus clouds over the house this morning. I'm following the old tracks down into the woods. Here are my little green stars. I'm going to be walking out towards the pileated woodpecker's tree. I'm looking for a flower I saw the other day. So this is what I was looking for, the false Solomon seal, and I love the zigzag pattern on the stem. So I did a quick little field sketch of my false Solomon seal. And because of the light reflecting on the white page of the journal, I know it's hard to see. I made a little sketch with pencil. I know it's hard to see in the film, so I'm going to go over it with my micron pen. I'm going to start at the top. There's a little curve of a stem, and then this leaf goes back and it's folded in half. And there's no stem on the leaf. And then this one comes around. And that one is also folded. And then we zigzag back to the third leaf, which is also folded. Down to the fourth leaf, which is a little bit wider open, so it's going to look a little bigger. And then we zigzag. 1, 2, 3, 4. Fifth leaf down is rolled over. And we have another zig. Now this leaf is all open and it looks so much rounder than the others. So we have to make sure it goes that way. Now this one is folded up just a little. And the stem gets a little straighter. There's one little leaf down here. And that's how I do a little field sketch. When I came in, I looked up the false Solomon seal, which is Mayanthemum racemosum, and I decided that this may be the Mayanthemum stellatum because it's much smaller, but I'll have to wait until it blooms to see what the flowers look like before I make my final guess on what this is. Now, no one likes the name false. I mean, my name is Patty. Would I like to be called False Betty? No. It needs a name of its own. A lot of people don't like the name false because it tells you what it isn't and not what it is. I mean, I can look at a cardinal and say, that's a false robin. That's a false scarlet tanager. That's a false purple finch. It should have a name of its own. So I decided, because it has this lovely zigzag stem and it has a star-shaped flower, and it's not a lily, but it is a monocot. So I'm going to call it the zigzag star lily. Now, isn't that much nicer than the false Solomon seal? And I walked a little further past the pileated woodpecker tree down the old track, and I saw this amazing tree trunk. It was so gnarly around the roots, and it had 3 trunks coming up. This is interesting. I'm going to call this the 3 sisters. Look at the interesting root structure. And then there's 3 trunks that go all the way up to the canopy. I go around to the other side of the tree, and I notice that it looks like a fairy castle. Look at that. So gnarly. I decided to stop and make a quick ink pen sketch of the tree right behind the zigzag star lily that I just drew. The really interesting part was underneath. It looked like a little cave. And inside there were 2 pieces of hickory nuts that somebody had split open and chewed on. So it makes you wonder who did this. I also noticed that my 3-sister fairy castle here had mossy feet. And on the way back to the house, I noticed this plant growing over by the stake for the sphagnum moss. It was divided into 3, and then it had little leaflets. Ah, now what's this going to be? Divided into 3 compound leaves. There's another little one. Don't know. What's this going to be? Well, let's mark it down. We'll find out. I was thinking about a few different plants that are divided into 3 like this. So I had an idea of what this may be. And when I got back into the house, I looked it up and confirmed that it was the wild sarsaparilla. And this is 1 compound leaf. First it's divided into 3 and then 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And the flowers come up on a separate stalk, but there were no flowers yet, as there were no flowers, not even a bud, on the zigzag star lily. Now I know there's a lot of information I can look up about the wild sarsaparilla, so I might have to devote another page to that plant. Maybe as soon as it blooms and I can go sketch the flowers. So thanks for keeping me company on this day of discovery. Bye-bye now.